Hi, I'm Pantazi. Today we're going to be working with a little bit of Sanchin. Now, Sanchin to me is an entering form where you're learning the iron shirt to be able to take the hits as you're coming into the person. There's many different postures leading yourself into the opponent. And one such posture is this. There's many postures in the form that accomplish this entry. Now, when we're working with sparring applications or just starting the fight or you know, going into that, like feeling each other out stage before you go into the clinch and the real fight, that people are like moving around trying to box or swing or just go crazy. And what we do is we work with this aspect of the form, the Sanchin, stepping in and either like locking down onto the forearms, okay, locking into the bicep area, okay, or even locking down into the lower forearms here, instead of being on the outside, being on the inside, maybe even the shoulders. Now, when you're doing that, there's several postures in the Sanchin that are designed as tuites, okay, or grapples to break those lockups. And you just have to develop the sensitivity. Now, the class sequence you're going to see is I'm just working these guys on these concepts to go into the Sanchin Trapping and work with the different proponents of that form. The first one being, of course, just working in and tying the person up. But what happens if you get tied up? All right. Now, once you get tied up, there's many things we can do. We can go right into this posture right out of the Sanchin, right here, right before the Wauke. And sorry about the distance to the camera, but I'm restrained on my location right now. So once someone has trapped your forearms on the outside, we're going to go right into this action here, and that's the action out of the Sanchin right before this action. Okay. Now what happens is as the person locks on, you're going to grab into their wrist. You maintain this hand and turn it this way to flex the fingers outward, okay, and flex the wrist backward. At that time, you're going to grab into the nerves of the back of the arm and pull them down as you're going down, pulling them down, and that'll bring the person off balance, off their angle, so you have vulnerabilities for follow-up attack, which you'll see a couple ideas come up in this film, that film coming up. Another idea is if they've come in on the bicep, is just to trap in and turn, okay, just like you were going to be doing that before the Wauke. And that will trap in the elbow crease the person's arm and put them into a classic Nikyu kind of a technique, or Sankyo type of a technique. Nikyu coming down and the Sankyo doing the rotation. It depends on how you've caught their hand. And as you tighten in on the lock, whether their hand locks back and down this way, or whether it starts to rotate, you have to be adept at both of them. So you're either going to be doing the Sankyo, which rotates their wrist this way, or the Nikyu, which comes in this way. So those are two different concepts. We also have closed gate that we can work with, and coming right back out to this folded hand. So there's a couple ideas you're going to see in this little classroom sequence we did. And this is just for starting out on a Sanchin journey and using some of the applications for if someone has trapped you and stifled you using their entry technique of the Sanchin. Catches me on the outside here. Okay, from here, is not a lot you're going to be able to do. If you withdraw, he's just going to come in on your case. So from here, we're going to go into the tuites. Since he kept my hands, since he kept my hands on the inside, I'm going to keep on the inside. And that way I don't have to worry so much about his other ballistics. Is his foot work or is his hand or anything. You just catch it and you move it over, and then you've got your opening for whatever. If he's on the outside and he catches my arms here, that's when you're going to trap and just move a little bit like you were doing that pivot to go 180 degrees or 90 degrees. All right. So you either got closed gate right at the end of the form, or you've got the turn. And you don't want to like snatch it like you're doing this, like you're doing an elbow out of Nahanchi or something like that, because if you retract your hand here, he's got control of your elbow, and then you're sort of toast. So all you're going to do is you're going to drop your hand down for a split. Look at his neck. Look at where my hands are. This should be winnable. So try those two. Just reach across with one hand to the other. Pull that in. Yeah. Let this stay up. Okay. And just pull this down. There you go. Right on the hand. Just catch it. Right to your gut.
Oh yeah, this is from here. But the minute you do this, it's boom. You gotta do it right away. You can't wait. Because if I do, you do that way.
Too many moves.
That's why you gotta
And
know.
if you've got me strapped this way, I'm most likely turning here. Come over with that now. Now I'm turning the other way, so I'm behind you. That's the one. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
It does work a little better. Just drop it down and then you're almost
So if I trap here, just you don't want to pull it in here so I come forward at you. Just turn your body. Oh, there you go. Yeah, and then I'm going. Yeah, just like you had finished up one of these movements, you just did that turn.
You were like, no.
Yeah, I'm like, think of that one.
Grab my elbow.
That's enough.
Once I get
Yeah, sink it. You want to pull it down. So if I'm high up into here, you just pull. Just to get the guy off.
Figure.
Yeah. And you've got the whatever you want.
This way. Yeah. So as long as your center's
You good?
I have all my strength on.
If the guy, could you come on high? If the guy comes high on here and you really can't grab the wrist, strap the elbow. And again, you turn the person in. I mean, they're right here. Okay? And they've lost the ability to really kick, step, throw, or anything else. You basically got them. All right? So catching up in through here. If he's on the inside, but he's up on my forearms, just grab the forearms here. This is, you can do the same type of an idea, but you're gonna have to turn in with your body with that and turn. Sorry about that. Okay, that's not your bad wrist.
Only hurts for a little while.
Okay. So catch it high this way, or if it rotates, it's okay too. You got that classic center lock type of an idea.
Yeah.
So you can also come underneath. Say he catches my hands on the outside, I can come up underneath. I don't like this too much because you're underneath and he's up on top. But if you have to, you have to. Right?
It's different with Mike. It's interesting with Mike because he's like so rigid and strong.
Kick him in the car.
Well, that's
what he did.
That's exactly where I went.
That's exactly the only translation. That was great.
All right, now let's put together some pieces of the Sanchin off of this idea. The Sanchin, again, is an entry form. You're learning to constrict the body so you can take a few shots coming in, and you're preparing yourself with an iron shirt type of an action, so if you do take a shot, you're less likely to drop down, okay? So as you do that, let's start thinking of some movements. So I've closed Bennett right down here. The movement I'm gonna think about is this type of an idea, okay? Striking, so I've got a knockout possibility right in through here before I come in with a hit. So I'm going to strike, hold, and then come back out. That's one idea. Another idea, boom, is just come right up with the closed gate. Another idea is we go into that tiger claw technique that we had done prior. There's a lot of techniques you can pull out of this. You could even like circle around here and then just bang with that Wauki type of idea. So see what you can come up with.
You change it?
Yeah. See you, Bennett.
All right, brother. That's good.
I'll be good.
See
See ya. Okay. You can take it. I'll be just sparring.
Ah, you know what? It's fine, Mike.
Okay, now follow up.
I'm just gonna try to.
Let's just try.
Yeah. You could
I gotta
try coming in with this kind of an action first, boom, and then as I'm leaning to the side, then you go in there. Okay.
That's it.
Let's do you. Who's better? Me.
You okay?
Yeah.
One or two things happen.
Oh, wow. It looks like it hurt. Sorry.
I have this.
Go for the elbow.
But you have it.
See, you were going for my hand way back here. Catch my elbow.
Yeah.
Because as you go for my wrist back there, you retract it too far.
Yeah.
Yeah, catch my elbow. That's it. You can, but underneath I don't like as much because as you come underneath, you're gonna be able to maybe shift out. If you go over the top, I really can't shift it as well. Yeah.